Yeah, our guys played hard today. We didn't play particularly well, but I thought we played extremely hard. Uh, Arkansas State played hard. They had a great game today. It's hard to win. I told the team afterwards when you shoot 41% from the field and give up 50 and then let them shoot 41 from three. We didn't make threes today. They did. They got to the basket. The game's simple. You got to keep the ball in front of you and guard it. And we didn't do that today. Our lineup changed since the last time we played them. Their lineup changed too. And I felt like Hicks and Todd were the difference in the game. They were the best two players in the game. We did a good job on Caleb Fields. He's an excellent player. Uh, but we got out rebounded and had some other issues too. But give them credit. They play extremely well. And if they play like that, they'll have a great chance to win tomorrow and the next day. We had a good run here. We've won 4 in a row. 8 out of 10, I think, and just didn't have it today. It was the wrong time to have a bad game.
Open up now for questions. Go ahead, Kevin.
Coach, Freddie Hicks, he didn't hardly play a whole lot in the first 2 games, but was that the biggest difference just in matchups? Just not really, y'all didn't really have an answer for him today. He played in the first 2 games, but didn't play a big role.
Well, Joe Charles pretty good defensively, right? I mean, he's got him, and Hicks played good. You're right. I told the team he's our Joe Charles, and he is able to drive the ball. He made a couple of shots tonight, but it's not what he does great. But he's just a relentless rebounder, and he's a great defensive player. I think that's his main thing. But he has 23 points, and the first time we played him in Jonesboro and beat him, he had a bad back, and he just came back. He only played a few minutes. I don't think he scored in the game in Lafayette. He didn't hurt us either. Yeah, he was a difference today. Him, Todd, and then Dominguez comes off the bench. He hadn't been shooting the ball well, and he lights it up today. And they all rebounded the ball too.
Kentrell, just talk about this season and what you feel like y'all were able to do as a team from the beginning to the end, and then moving forward. What did this season do for y'all?
Yeah, we just stayed together throughout the season with a lot of adversity that came against us. We got better as the season went on, and just sticking together through it all. That was the biggest thing for us this season, just being ready to run it back for sure.
Question back right here.
Nick Glover, KHC. Coach, how pivotal was 14 turnovers in the game?
14 turnovers in the game.
Yes.
I mean, that's not a terrible number. It's not great. We had 5 against them at Jonesboro, 11 at home. So basically 2 games we had the same amount of turnovers. But live turnovers turned into transition buckets for them, and that's a problem.
And Kentrell, you had one of the last shots in this game, but just knowing that you're down big, how big was it for you to still battle to the clock at all zeros?
Yeah, just knowing this could possibly be our last game of the season, having a sense of urgency, just really wanting to just keep playing for the team, still trying to win, even though it may be out of reach with just a couple minutes left.
Question back left here.
Coach, hey, Paul Chestnut, Fox Sports Club. You know what it takes to win this tournament. What does it take, to win this tournament?
We've got to play great defense and rebound the ball and make shots. And today, we got off to a little bit of a lead there, and I think we were up 12-8, and then they went on a nice run and got the lead, and then we cut it back to about 5, maybe 4. Kentrell made a great play on the baseline and scored, and then we gave up a couple of baskets in a row, and that really hurt us. But to win this tournament, you've got to play well. You've got to have 2 or 3 guys step up and play like they did today and put up good numbers, and certainly always need some good fortune.
Question from Logan, back right corner.
Coach Logan Whaley over at KUNT. First 2 games, Arkansas State hits 10 threes. Today, 9 threes. Just what do you think was the reason why they were able to get good looks from downtown?
That's for me. Yeah, I think Todd hit one right late in the first one for him. And after that, they just continued to hit. Momentum's a powerful thing, and they had it for a lot of the game. And we could never take it back from them. And same thing with us. I mean, we've done the same thing. You make shots and get on a roll. But we didn't do it tonight. We don't get one the second half. You can't win. Giving up 18 points right there. And so that was big.
Good, Kevin.
Excuse me, Kevin. They are the best offensive team in our league. You know, I hope everybody knows that. And we've talked about how good they are, and we did a great job shutting them down twice to low numbers. But tonight we couldn't.
Mike, what did they do defensively? They seemed to, y'all had no flow there. What did they do defensively different than the first two games that gave y'all issues, do you think?
Nothing really. We just couldn't hit shots.
Coach, I'll ask you the same kind of question as Cantrell. I thought you and your coaching staff did one of your better jobs in terms of where the team was, the numbers you had, the issues you had, kids that progressed from the beginning of the year to the end. How do you kind of, I know it's the season just ended, but look at this season and what role can that play moving forward for y'all?
Well, I thought about that, Kevin, this week, and going into this tournament, I wanted to win today and get to tomorrow and have a chance to get the championship game. So to me, we fell one game short of where we belong. We've been in the top four for the last several years, and the tournament and in the regular season, and just didn't happen. But these guys grew together. We had some adversity. We shot the ball great, made, 18 threes on two different occasions. We make 3 when we needed 10 today. But thought Hosanna progressed and got much better. Kentrell was solid. Mike got much better, starting with the game maybe at Jonesboro. He had a real good game there, and he scored for us, was aggressive, and made a difference with our team. Joe had a fantastic year rebounding the ball. Can't ask any more out of him from what he did. And I thought Kobe scored the ball for most of the year. He lost his perimeter game just a little bit down the stretch, but he was great last night, and I thought he's the only one scoring for us tonight for a while. So I'm proud of the group. We've got to get them some help in recruiting. We need to work at that and add a couple of pieces that'll help us in a game like tonight.
Question on the left side here.
Coach Ben Griego, the Pensacola News-Journal. I know it's a question you're asked throughout the week, and it's something that gets brought up every year. But coming back to Pensacola, obviously after your time at Pensacola Junior College, winning a national championship there, what does it mean now that the season's ended? That just coming back to Pensacola after all these years.
Well, it's fun. I mean, I certainly have a special place in my heart for the city, and the way they treated me when I was here, and I really appreciate that. When the tournament came here, I was excited, obviously, and because I know the lay of the land, and I know where we can practice and different things that other teams may struggle with. But just excited that we won it last year. That was awesome to be able to cut the nets down. That was my goal when the tournament came here, and we got beat in the championship game 2 years ago. Last year we were able to do it. This year we just didn't have enough punch. But this game hurts, but being here will help soothe it a little bit.
Not to pull away from the game too, but obviously Coach Harden's been by your side now for decades. And what is the bond between you two? Going from Pensacola now to now.
Neil went to Woodham High School here in town, and then came to PJC. And my third year, we needed a manager, and so I asked Ryan Harden who would be a good manager, and he said Neil would love to do it, his younger brother. And Neil's first year, we won the national championship. And I had to tell him, hey, it's not like this every day. But he's been a loyal trooper. He stayed. When I left and went to University of Alabama, he stayed behind and graduated from West Florida, and still helped Mark Sloniker at PJC. And then he came to Alabama. I got him on as a graduate assistant at Alabama in the academic department. He came up there and got his master's, and And then he's been with me at Sam Houston State for 12 years and now 14 here. So, I have a lot of respect for Neil. He does a good job. Guys get frustrated with him sometimes because he's the academic coach, and they get a little mad at him, like Jay Dow said on that message. But he does a really good job. He's very smart. Does a great job scouting, and can catch a weakness on the team that we can attack. So it's been a special relationship.
What does it mean for him to stick around this long and, just with you as an assistant after, revolving doors and coaching around the country, that he stayed an assistant with you for this long?
Yeah, when I took the job at Sam Houston, he was going to be a adjunct professor and work at the rec center there at Pensacola Junior College. And he came out there as a low-paid assistant for me. And we had 12 good years there. And when he left and came to Louisiana, he had a carload of 3 children and a wife, and from Texas. His wife's from Texas. But no, he's been solid and been a guy that I can lean on. And I think we have a special relationship. It was pretty neat last year after the game. Mickey Inglet, who some of you may know, was a women's coach and athletic director at Okaloosa Walton when I was here, which is now Northwest Florida. And he called me right after the game, and he said, Judd and I, his son, are South Alabama graduates, but we had on our Raging Cajun shirts for you guys tonight. And he said, you and Coach Harden are a pair that can beat a full house any day. And I thought that was well said.